has been bringing, industrial style bags that are nearly indestructible. So this is the 2-piece large and small heavy duty home and yard bags. When I say small, I still mean pretty darn large. Pretty darn large in that the quote unquote small is a 22-gallon tote bag, and the large is a 48-gallon home and yard bag. The small holds up to 1,000 pounds, and the 48-gallon, 2,000 pounds. 2,000 pounds. Whether you are in the yard, whether you are weeding, whether you are storing, whether you are moving, these are an absolute must-have. Now, we have sold 5,400 of these sets this season. Let me take you through the colors. We have it in a red, and only 380 remain. We have it in gray, 460 remain, and the green, 975. We do also have a blue, and 220 remain in the blue. This is going to be tear and puncture resistant, water and moisture resistant, but it's reusable. So instead of going to the big box store and hunting for those extra heavy duty plastic bags, do this instead. Let me invite in Emily Scott. She brings us all sorts of great solutions to our home and our lives. And these are so brilliant and strong.
Unbelievable. And this is what you get when you have a bag company that's been making bags for almost 150 years, bags that are used in industry, in shipping, that hold thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. That's what we mean by indestructible.
Goodness.
Those bricks are rough and tough. So not only is it the weight of the bricks that bag is carrying, it's the force of gravity. And look at how we've stayed on that. It didn't puncture, it didn't tear. The handles stayed perfect. And what that means to you is these bags will not fail you. They have all kinds of uses to store, organize, and protect inside your home. They are going to make quick and easy work of all your lawn and gardening work. Right. Now, the big one, which is colossal, that 48-gallon bag, holds 2,000 pounds. It is puncture and tear resistant. The small one, which is only called small if it's next to this one.
Right, exactly.
We actually made this so it would fit in a shopping cart. This bag holds 1,000 pounds, also puncture and tear resistant. And I want to show you what excites me so much, because I'll take any help I can get in the yard. Right. So this is what the small one looks completely empty. It's engineered with a wire frame, so it stays up. That wire frame is tough enough to stand the bag up, malleable enough that I can fold it down flat. But now for gardening, I now have two hands. I'm not holding that plastic bag and trying to fill a plastic bag and fighting with something. I can use two hands to get my gardening done. They fold up to virtually flat. But think about storing, organizing, and protecting all sorts of things in your home. You can use these for decorations. You can use these for travel, to fill with pool stuff, beach stuff. And look, Julia, how it fits in the shopping cart.
That's unbelievably brilliant. You are getting the set of two, the quote unquote small, which is not small at all. It's a 22-gallon, holds up to 1,000 pounds. And then the large, which is a 48-gallon capacity and holds up to 2,000 pounds. Now, let me take you through the colors, because over 5,400 have been spoken for this season. If you want the set of two in the red, 380 now remain. This is your gray, 460. This here's your green, 970. And then if you want the blue that we have on QVC.com, it is our most popular. It is also our most limited by far, with only 210 now remaining. Now, while we're on this picture, I want you to see the helping handles, the carrying handles.
Yes, double stitch reinforced handles. You're going to see long handles for carrying, but those short handles down at the bottom, those are for easy dumping, because dumping a bag that's full of yard debris is almost impossible to do without those.
Right.
And they are absolutely indispensable. And I'm going to show you what I've done with some of mine, because I think the seat cushions from outside, trying to bring them in and out all season long. I've actually loaded the smaller tote with all of those cushions. Here is a bag of sticks that I cleaned up in no time whatsoever. Again, because I don't have to hold this open.
Yes.
I now have 2 hands, so I feel like I'm twice as fast. Look at the durability. These are virtually indestructible. Julia, we had meetings. How could we challenge these bags? We couldn't figure out what we could do. They're virtually indestructible. That bag did not tear. And after we did that video, we wiped it out, folded it up to be used again. I used this large one in my garage to put all the sporting goods.
All the sporting goods. That's such a good
my
idea.
garage is
All the
clean.
kids who are in soccer practice, baseball practice, football practice, all the balls and all the gear and all the pads. You need this. What about those big beach days that are coming up? Now, I'm from the West Coast. When I went to the beach for the first time, I guess you guys call it the shore out here, I was amazed by how people literally pack up for the entire day. It's like an art form with their chairs on their backs and their coolers and the this. How about just using that large bag and dragging this through the sand, because it's not going to puncture. If it gets wet with a wave, that doesn't really matter. Everything on the inside's not going to get wet too. Like, this is a must.
Yeah.
Also, let's go to the beach. That sounds like fun.
Let's do that. Listen, I have a second camera set up because I want to show you what I did, because I don't have enough closet space in my home. So I have this one filled with all sorts of coats, scarves, hats, all this winter wear that is so hard to store. I'm trying to show you how much it will hold.
It's a ton.
I'm still going, more coats, ski pants.
It's a ton.
Like the clown car of bags, giant Arctic expedition coat.
I love
and
those
it's
coats.
jammed in there, but what I love about it, it's now protected. I can easily carry it.
Not only is it
bring
a
away,
ton of
put
capacity,
it into storage.
it's a literal ton that they hold. You can do the set of 2 in the red. You could do the set of 2 in gray, set of 2 in the green, and if you want this blue. Now we're down to 200 remaining. It is our most popular, but by far the most limited, M88551. Emily, it's always so great to see you. Thank you so much.
Great to see you, Julia. Take care, my friend.
And look how quickly they're able to move it across the studio.